Hello, beautiful souls. Today I'm going to share with you a love note that came through last Friday that feels, I had a few people respond to it to me, so I know it touched people, so I thought I would share it with you today. And then I'm going to bring through the Elohim and some light language too. Perhaps they will offer more on this message that I'm going to read, or it may be something new. We'll just see what comes when they connect. And so it is, we come before you this day in service to the all that is. We come on wings of love and service to assist humanity in this time of great transition. Dear humans, you are at a crux in the road. You are at a time in this current evolutionary cycle where there is no turning back. You are in or you are out. Some are choosing their exit right now, and rightfully so. Their souls are not prepared for what is coming. They are not ready to accept and know the new times that lie before you. Therefore, for them to remain would be too much of a challenge. They are better off passing over to the other side, where they can witness what is unfolding and prepare for their soul's evolution from a higher and more empowered perspective. So I want you to understand that this is not a judgment of anyone. It simply is what came through, what is their perspective on this. For those of you who remain here, you are here because you are prepared. You do have what you need to move into this next stage of evolution as this planet and all life upon her ascends ever higher. Your role now is to prepare yourselves. To do so, give up the past. Stop wishing things were the way they used to be. That does not serve your evolution. You did not come here to stay the same. You came here to change, and isn't it evident that change is upon you? Through all of this is a great marker of time that is historical, to say the least. There are beings of light from universes far and wide watching over you and witnessing the miracle that you humans are creating at this time. We are in awe and delighted that our faith and support for humanity is showing that you found your strength and clarity of direction to find your way out of the quagmire that you have been living in. Oh, the rejoicing that is happening at this time. It is grand, as are you, precious humans. Love yourselves, hug yourselves, pat yourselves on the back and rejoice. The world is juicy and bright from our perspective. Let this beautiful image, they're talking about the image that I have in my love note. It was a little orange and blue bird sitting on orange berries, almost the color of this sweater, only the color of the orange circles in the piece behind me. It was just juicy. And so they're saying, let this beautiful image fill you with joy as you acknowledge that you are such joy. We leave you with the love of all that is. So I thought I would share that today. More celebration, more rejoicing from the other side of where we are. So I know it can look dark, and I think in the time ahead in the next couple of months, it's going to be challenging. And so it's good to share the higher perspective from the guides of what we're moving into, that we can just hold on this little bit longer, because the other side of it is really beautiful from the perspective of the guides. So I will call upon the Elohim now to be present and see what they want to bring through. Indeed, beloveds, welcome to all. We would join the rejoicing. We are part of the celebration that is all life witnessing the earth at this time. Beings from far and wide, from galaxies and solar systems far beyond this part of the Milky Way, here to witness, indeed with great celebration, all that is unfolding at this time. For indeed, beloveds, there was a time when many thought that all would be lost, that this grand experiment that was humans on the earth may not have found its way to this moment of time where you would successfully transcend your evolution into a higher frequency of light that you are now in the midst of. We would say that for those humans who are walking on the planet this time, you are here in a variety of frequencies. The Earth is in 5D. She has already allowed herself to be in this frequency. And many of you are feeling that as you go through your symptoms that you like to call ascension symptoms, perhaps feeling wired and your whole nervous system vibrating, headaches, not being able to sleep, finding yourself completely soaked in the middle of the night. Your bodies are going through so much transformation, so much change, and it is learning to receive the higher frequencies, moving into a higher vibrating vessel. And so if you were to see yourselves, indeed, you are more spacious, you are more full of light. And so some are fully into these symptoms and having these experiences. Some have pretty much moved beyond it, and others are still unaware that any such transition and evolution is happening on your planet. And so as the frequency of the Earth holds a divide within humanity, you are finding that you are feeling that divide stronger and stronger. Pardon me. And you are seeing that divide acting out in your external world. And it is for this reason that we invite you, especially those of you who know that you are holding the higher frequency and you have done your internal healing work and you are finding yourself in a greater state of peace and contentment if you keep yourself out of the mass media and out of thinking that it is your work to take on the hardship of others. We invite you to be in your own bubble of light, so to speak, and ask what is really happening in your world right now. Because the more of you who hold peace and contentment in your little bubble in the world, the more you are having that positive impact on all of humanity. And you have been taught to feel that it is selfish for you to just be happy within your own little world and not have concern about those who are suffering around you. However, as has come through this one before, by being concerned by those suffering around you, you are only contributing to the suffering because you're engaging your thought activity in suffering, which is therefore perpetuating suffering. That's why this one so often is bringing through messages of hope and giving you a vision of what is on the other side of this, because the more you envision that and hold that as your truth, the more you are creating that in your now moment, which is the moment of time. So the more you are living in that experience. And so, beloveds, we will leave it at that and allow this one this day to bring through some light language so that you may anchor in this love, anchor in this internal knowing that if you really get in touch with yourself and if you let go of what the truth of others is projecting onto you and stay focused on your own truth in your own world, for all of you who are residing in peace, to allow that love to embrace you and to allow that peace within you then to be offered to the world so that the world can know that energy of peace, that energy of balance, that energy of acceptance, and that energy of love. Then the more you are supporting the world truly, by bringing the projection of your own love, your own light, your own grace, your own inner knowing, that indeed this is a difficult challenge of being rebirthed into a new evolutionary cycle, and yet you know that the prize is after the birth, and you are in the birth canal right now. And so you can hold that vision as the squeeze is on in this birth canal, that what is going to be on the other side of that is a whole new beginning in a whole new frequency of light for humanity. And so when you can hold that vision and project that love in that vision out into the world, then you are being of the greatest support to the earth and humanity and all life everywhere in this cycle of evolution. This is why it is such a grand celebration, such a grand rejoicing, because all life everywhere is impacted by what is happening on the earth at this time. And the earth needs those of you who are holding the light, holding the faith, believing in love, to project your beautiful radiance out into the world at this time. And so as these tones of love, these songs of light, and the language of light comes forth into your expression, into your experience in this moment that you are with us here, we invite you to, in that process, get in touch with your own internal awareness and loving grace and project that out into the world. Let the tones carry your unique frequency of love and grace out into the world so that together you become this beautiful circle of loving support for humanity, for all life upon this planet, and for all life everywhere. We leave you with that in deep grace and reverence for all that you are. We are the Elohim. And my deep thanks to the Elohim for that message. And now we will bring through the light language. So I invite you to just come into your own center. Just allow yourself to hear and experience this love light as you bring your own love light out into the world, if it suits you, if it resonates with you to do so. Imanana no ina yainina no ania Umana chikaya na no imanana no anawanina na manai na nichkanaya he to do Imachka iakna ichkma alwa inani. Imachkana nikna atwa e inai. Owakla iachkna atma e I ala ichkna atma noa e kshna. Imachka ikna atma e ana. Awalawa a ichkna yotiktka atwa na. Imachka I ana. Iana machka ayana tika. He halawa ala ichkana atma eina. Miachka iana yo taktawa iana. Imalawa e ich kana yo tikka atwa e ich kana atwa e I cha ich kana ich kana miakla ich kana atwa e ich kana. And so it is, beloved friends of the light. We offer our deepest gratitude for your coming together in service to love, in service to the light, in service to all that is. And most importantly, at this time, in service to your brethren upon this earth. Our deepest gratitude. I saw in the beginning they were just preparing our fields and opening us up to really anchor in the divine light, the divine love to move through us. And then they were connecting us and opening us up, and so this channel of love light came through and then out through our hearts, projected out into the world. And I saw us from a higher perspective as stars all over the earth, as we were each anchoring in this light and projecting our own unique essence of that light out into the world. And then at the very end, it was like we were forming a crystal bowl, and we were the exterior of this bowl, and the tones, the frequency of each of our own love light coming into the world was creating this beautiful vessel to hold this frequency of love for all humanity. It was very beautiful, and I'm deeply grateful for each one of you who come and sit and hold presence and offer your own unique light into the world as we do this work together. I'm so grateful that we are indeed here together doing this. So thank you for subscribing and liking, and if you feel called to share, it really supports my channel, supports this work. Sending lots of love to all of you. And if you would like to experience the love notes like I read at the beginning, it starts with an image with a message on the image that I offer, and then the channeled message below. So you can find those by going to my website, and just the pop-up will appear. And when you subscribe to my mail list, you get a love note 5 days a week. And I am going to start putting them up on YouTube. I will be reading the message, so I'll have the meme and I will read the message. And then for people who like to be able to read the message themselves, which many people have told me they like to do, you can just sign up on my email list and you will get it in your mailbox so you can read it and go through it slower. For some people, they're better able to absorb the information that way. So thank you, my beautiful friends. Thank you for being here. I will see you soon.